26. It's kind of hard to see. $26.4. Let's go down. I feel like 20. What is going on, guys? Scott here from Horizon. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing terrific. It's a beautiful day out here in Anza Borrego. I am with Jose and Sam from Campy Gilmore. I got Tony back there, Wheelin' Yeti. We're gonna do some exploring in South Anza. Really looking forward to getting the truck back out there. You know, I recently had to move to Georgia, and so, you know, coming back to California, thankfully I'm here for a little bit, but want to take as much advantage of the trails and all the open BLM land and everything, and obviously see Anza Borrego. I mean, I've been here my entire life. I've been to Anza before, but not off-roading. Lots of car camping, lots of ground tent camping and stuff like that, especially, you know, during the middle of the season when you got Milky Way, you know, Milky Way season going on. But this will be the first time taking the truck out into the backcountry area and doing some wheeling, some camping, hanging out with these guys, having a fun time. So we're pretty much aired down. I think Jose has some stuff he's still fixing with the truck, but you know, all is well, and we'll be on the trail soon. How you doing, Campy? Figuring it out?
Should've got a Sherpa.
Cha. Did you figure it out?
Yeah, so what happened was, I don't know if, I'm not quite sure, but the bolts that hold essentially the brackets, the Prinsu rack, they vibrated loose. So one of them was completely out, the one on the farthest right was hand tight. But I got lucky enough where the bolt was stuck in this track. So
oh, so you got it?
Yeah.
You're able to put it all back. It looks good though, buddy. Looks good. Hi, Sam.
Hey.
How you doing, girl?
Good.
That works. 20.1. There we go. Good, Tony?
Hey, buddy.
What's up, bud?
Oh,
Y'all aired down?
so nice to be out
It's
here.
beautiful out here.
Weather is perfect.
Heck yeah,
Perfect.
man. Perfecto.
Alrighty.
All right, so we are on the trail now. Just aired down. Had to kind of take a look at Jose's Prinsu rack. Apparently a bolt had come out, but found the bolt. All's good. Got it tightened up. Good to go. That's the thing with, you know, that's the thing with off-roading. You know, you gotta check your hardware every once in a while, and you know, stuff gets a little loose every once in a while. Well, that's nice. Shoo. We got Tony up there, and we are going to be going into that little canyon. Love being out here. Love doing this. Love doing this.
It's gonna be a big shot right here in between the canyon.
My favorite terrain to explore has to be the desert. When you think of deserts, you might picture flat, endless sand, a lonely cactus, and maybe a tumbleweed drifting by. But the Anza Borrego Desert is something entirely different. From slot canyons that stretch towards the sky to ravines layered with history's colorful brushstrokes, incredible views greeted us as we set out on Fish Creek Trail. It was the perfect start to an unforgettable adventure. After soaking in the beauty of the canyons, we hit the wide open terrain. The sand was soft, The space seemed endless, and it was too tempting to pass up. We all hit the gas, let the trucks loose, and let the suspension do what it does best: devour the trail. And that's when Tony hopped on the mic with some concerning news.
Hey guys, I'm hearing some clunking from the passenger side. I think we need to pull over for a sec so I can check it out.
Hey, I might need a taller, a little bit more.
Whoa, big bug. That's it? Yeah.
I don't know if I like that angle, dude.
No, let's lower it and see if we can get it under this guy. No, that's not gonna be.
No.
All right, so we didn't quite make it. We got the rigs here, but our buddy Tony is having some issues. So we had to bust out the Starlink over here, get some reception, because we're in the middle of nowhere, Anza Borrego. You able to get anybody yet?
Nope.
No?
But I got a beer.
Hey, beers make everything better. But this is what's going on. We've been getting all kinds of, metal on metal basically, grinding with the upper control arm. And yeah, so we got the wheel off.
Go ahead and show them your rated pad for your high lift.
Oh yeah, yes. You guys ready for this? Look at that. That's OSHA approved for sure. Look at that. That's a solid rock. It's a solid rock on some sand. Yep. But yeah, got the wheel off. Got the Starlink on so we can get a hold of some people and see what we should be doing. Oh man. All right. Well,
I want to get to camp.
like you just heard Tony say, just want to get to camp. We are back on the trail. Not quite sure what happened with Tony's suspension. We put the wheel back on and you know, just kind of limping to the camp spot, but Tony's looking good up there. We got Jose right behind. I don't know if you can see in the mirror, but we are in some awesome terrain right now. Such a dope spot. We weren't exactly sure what was causing the issue with Tony's Tundra, but our best guess was either a problem with the delta joint in the upper control arm or possibly a shock leak, even though there was no visible signs of it. Either way, we played it safe and limped the truck to camp. Luckily, it wasn't too far, but dealing with issues so early in the trip is never ideal. Once we arrived, we set up camp, and Tony treated us to some amazing asada tacos. The night ended on a high note, with great music, cold drinks, and the stars slowly drifting across the sky above the campfire. All right, day number 2, and we are at a primo camp spot in Anza Borrego. We got Tony over there in the 4-wheel camper setup on his Tundra. We got Campy Gilmore, Jose and Sam in their 4th gen, brand new 4th gen. I think this is their 2nd time out in this thing. And, you know, FSR tent, awning, the works. And then of course, you guys know my truck, getting to put the new wheels and tires to work on this trip. Just got those guys Method 708s and then some Mickey Thompson Baja Bosses. And, you know, just wanted to play around in some nice sand. You saw some B-roll earlier of us just ripping through, you know, the desert. But unfortunately, we had some trail issues. And Tony, Wheelin' Yeti over there in the Tundra, was having some stuff go on with his suspension. We're not quite sure what it was, but his shock isn't fully compressing. And so there's some grinding going on when the rod's going up and down into it. Not quite sure what's going on. So we kind of took it easy getting to camp yesterday. And after that, kind of needed some cold ones. So didn't record any of the fun mayhem of just letting off some steam and having fun around the campfire. That's going to be saved for our memories, but I am going to record day number 2. I'm going to show you the rest of what we got going on for the day, for the trip. Heading to the next camp spot. We're going to do walk around videos of all 3 rigs. So like I said, Tony in his Tundra with the 4-wheel, brand new 4-wheel camper tent on it. We're going to do a walk around of Jose and Sam's rig, Campy Gilmore 2.0, their 4th gen taco, CBI armor, FSR tent and awning. I mean, that thing is built out. And then I figure we haven't done a walk around of my taco yet. So, I mean, you've probably seen plenty of pictures, but yeah, the 3rd gen taco. So I'll kind of talk about my rig a little bit and yeah, just have fun. We're gonna be heading out in a little bit, but right now Jose is cooking up some breakfast. So I'm gonna go eat and you'll see in a little bit when we head over there. This guy's stuck.
Shit's pretty soft too.
We might need to tow some people out. On our way to the 2nd camp spot, we came across the Colorado that was completely buried in deep, soft sand. A group of kids, probably in their mid to late teens, were out there trying to dig it out. Love seeing this stuff. This means you're having fun, you know? It was really great to see the younger generation outside getting their hands dirty instead of glued behind a video game. So we all got out and helped dig out the truck, but the sand was so soft that the truck kept sinking back in. One of their buddies tried pulling it out with another truck, but they weren't having much luck.
You have your kinetic rope?
Yeah, I might get that next.
I offered up my kinetic rope, knowing it would work better than a standard tow strap, but I could see that they were getting frustrated and just wanted to get back to having fun.
Jose, I'm gonna scoot up on there so I can pull them up on flat ground.
Once we got them turned around and back onto some more forgiving terrain, they were ready to tear up the desert again.
Cool, we're pulling up.
Before parting ways, we told them what channel we were on in case they needed help again.
Oh, okay.
And we all went our separate ways.
All right, guys, thanks.
Hey, take care.
You too, you too.
Ooh, she's ready to go. Grab this. Mia, come on. Let's go. Come on, Grady.
All right, guys, we just had a great day of off-roading and exploring. We are now at our second camp spot, and this one is just as great as the first one. Honestly, that's what I love about Anza. You get some awesome views. We're kind of up above everything. I don't know if you can kind of see it out there, but just valley below us, and it just, I don't know, I love this stuff. I love just kind of exploring and you know, using Onyx to kind of find different trails. Got here, thankfully Tony didn't have any issues with the Tundra, but we did run into some kids, I don't know, 20 years old or so, maybe even younger, and they ended up getting their rig stuck. I think it was like Colorado. So, you know, it's always good to kind of help out. I know some people are like, nah, just keep going, but nah, I kind of believe it's good karma, because you never know if you're gonna get stuck on your own. So busted out some recovery gear, got the traction boards out, and kind of, you know, helped him get out. He was a two-wheel Colorado, so he wasn't really going anywhere. The sand was super soft, and he kept getting himself, you know, dug in deeper and deeper. But yeah, ended up using the winch to kind of pull him up onto some hard sand, and from there it seemed like everything was good. So always good to help out people. If you see people stuck, don't just leave them there, and it's always just good etiquette too. So yeah, had a great time. Got to, you know, see some cool views, do some nice obstacles. It was beautiful. And so here we are now at camp. So I promised you guys earlier we'd do a rig walk around of all the rigs, and let's go ahead and do it. All right, guys. So obviously, you know, my good buddy Jose, aka Campy Gilmore, and here is my other good buddy Tony Wheelin' Yeti.
What's up, guys?
The Tundra, and now Jose with the 4th Gen Taco. You guys cool if we do that rig walk around?
Yeah, let's get it, boy.
That? All right, cool. Jose, let's start off with you first, bud.
Yeah.
What do we got here?
So obviously the 4th Gen, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 2024 Toyota Tacoma in the iForce Max trim level, the off-road premium. Very similar build to the 3rd Gen. CBI Prinsu everything for the most part. I mean, it is quite literally everything on the truck. Baja designs, rigged ultra swing. I mean, it is almost similar to the 3rd Gen. There's a lot of similarities that you guys can obviously tell. The same wheel and tire setup, same offset. Although you guys can tell something a lot different is I went away from a soft shell tent, and now I am with the Free Spirit. The guys over at Free Spirit, they're awesome crew over there. Ryan, thank you so much for helping me out. Got the truck ready for SEMA. Ryan was able to help me out a lot before SEMA just to get the truck ready actually for our maiden voyage camping trip, which this is technically it. So super cool to see everything come together. Absolutely loving the new setup. Loving the 4th Gen. I had the opportunity to drive Scott's truck a little bit yesterday when we were shooting some content, and it's crazy, right? To drive the 3rd Gen, which I've driven since, you know, 4 or 5 years, to going into something new. The power on these trucks are absolutely insane. So for you guys that are scared, don't be scared of the 4 bangers. I was one of the guys that was, and the power is insane, man. So I mean, it's night and day difference. But yeah, we can walk around and check it out. You guys, same setup, really.
How you liking the tent? We got to use it last night. You and Sam get some good sleep in there?
So I absolutely love the Evolution V2. Everything from Free Spirit that I've had the opportunity to check out has been really, really great premium products. I have no complaints. The fact that I can deploy and break down so quick is huge for me. I love camping, obviously. I do it all the time. But the opportunity to like, hey, you know, we want to, like we did yesterday, instead of breaking down the soft shell and the awning that I was using previously wasn't freestanding. So there's a lot of time that goes into that. With this, I mean, I'm able to deploy the tent and the 270 in probably less than 3 minutes. So, and you're ready to go. So I absolutely love it. The Evo V2, I'm 6'2" to about 280 pounds. My wife, both of us fit in that tent, no issues at all. We have an ample room. The blackout I love. I mean, everything's cool. But one of the biggest things, and I hate to use the word because nobody likes the word, the diesel heater port's absolute game changer. So camping in sub 30 degree weather last week to kind of try out some stuff, and it was really just to see, okay, are we rubbing, whatever, you know. It was quite literally freezing, and I was in board shorts because of the diesel heater. So I mean, it's crazy. So absolutely loving the setup, man.
Cool.
Yeah.
It looks great, dude.
Thanks,
I miss, you know, like I told you in the last video, and I think every time we go camping, I miss seeing Campy 1.0, but dude, Campy 2.0, she looks good, dude. She looks really good.
Thanks, man.
I'm loving it. I'm loving how you still got, you know, the Stealth Customs, your open, you know, country, the Toyos, a lot of the same stuff that you had on the 3rd gen you brought to the 4th gen.
Yep.
And it looks good, dude. It looks good.
Yeah, changed up the light bar. Was previously running a 40-inch S8. Now I'm running 7 LP4s.
Nice.
Wanted to try something different. You know, I love everything Baja Designs that I've ran. The light put's insane. I mean, there's a reason why these guys are the scientists of lighting, right?
Right.
So everything on this truck is Baja Designs, from the rock lights to the chase, everything, right? But the 7 LP4s, not only do they look good aesthetically, because obviously I am a fan of aesthetics, but the light output on these things are absolutely insane. It's like you're staring into the sun, man. It's crazy. Swaps out the ditch lights for the Squadron Pros as opposed to the Sports. I wanted to try something new there too. Freaking, the truck is absolutely dialed. I'm loving everything about it. Huge shout out to my boys, Bryce, especially you, hooking me up with the Alpha X front and rear headlights and taillights. These lights are not out yet, but they are beautiful headlights. I'm a huge fan of Amber DRLs. So super seamless to hook up the Amber DRLs. I love the sequential turn signal on both the front and rears. Freaking the headlight is cool. One of my favorite parts of the truck right now is the Amber DRLs that Alpha X has.
Love it.
Yep.
Love it, dude. It looks great. I'm loving every inch of this truck. Well, thank you so much, dude. I appreciate the walk around.
Thanks, man.
And let's go find my buddy Tony, and we'll talk about his truck. Where is that guy?
I think he's somewhere over there.
All right.
He's hiding behind this mansion.
This huge, look at this 4-wheel camper setup, guys. This thing is massive. I mean, dang, dude, you can have all kinds of parties in there. What's up, Tony?
What's happening?
How you doing, bud?
Good, man.
You want to tell me about this beautiful rig of yours?
Yeah, this is a 2020 TRD off-road Tundra in Calvary Blue, which you don't see too often.
All right.
But yeah, you know, just built it to go wheel and to explore new places. I love getting out in beautiful places like this where not your ordinary truck can get to, you know, without severe damage. So
absolutely. And be comfortable while doing it. I mean, you could do ground tent camping, you can do, you know, rooftop tent camping, and then you have just
a house on wheels.
Exactly. and be able to take your house wherever, like beautiful Anza Borrego. So
yeah, man.
Heck yeah, dude. Well, before we get into the inside, you want to give a little walk around of the outside and show me what kind of wheels, tires,
sure.
you know, any lighting that you have, bumpers that you got going on.
Absolutely.
What do you got?
Yeah, man. So I'm running mid-travel setup all the way around. Dirt King upper control arms, Fox shocks. I have a Icon RXT leaf pack in the rear. Wheels, 35-inch Kenda Cleaver tires. It's their rugged terrain tire, hybrid of their all-terrain and mud terrain. Running Baja Design lighting. Always run Bajas. Always have on my previous rigs too. And my armor here is all built by Sicknick's Fab in Stanton, Anaheim area. He does some quality work, and I've known Nick for a long time. We used to race back in the day. I was his co-dog in the MDR races in Barstow, so that was a lot of fun. So I've known him for a while. So he's a really good fabricator. Love the way the armor came out, front and rear bumpers. That's pretty much it, man. Just simple, just something to get me to places like this. You know, something like this is very reliable, and for the most part, I mean, it's got 64,000 miles, and a lot of those have been Baja miles and trail miles and Grand Canyon and Utah and all over California. So it's seen some miles, some dirt miles. So it does have a little bit of wear, but it's a great truck.
It's a good truck, and
Yeah.
it's got lots of memories behind it.
Yep.
Heck yeah. Well, I'm loving it. Should we look at the inside? And
Yeah.
I want to pick your brain, dude. I know that you came from a topo topper, and
Yep.
those things are awesome.
Yeah.
I want to know why you switched to a four-wheel camper.
Sure.
You know, don't get me wrong. This is a beautiful setup. I don't know too much about it, so you'll have to tell me, you
Sure.
know, what four-wheel camper is and why you did it.
Yeah.
But should we go on the inside and take a look?
Yeah, let's go take a look, buddy. Got the screen door.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Table.
Let's get some lighting in here. Yeah, buddy, come inside. Come have a seat.
Dude, this is awesome. This looks so good. The amount of space that you have. I was really curious to know how much headroom you have, but
Yeah.
like you,
I'm
the missus, Jax, like all three of you guys in here, you got so much room.
I'm 6'3" and I don't hit anything.
Yeah.
So it's
And how far does the bed come out? Because I know you can bring it out.
so there's these rails here
Okay. Yeah, that's
to the bumpers.
huge.
It's a legit king
King
size
size
bed.
bed. That's massive.
And
dude.
it's I think it's wider than a king size bed because I'm 6'3" and I can sleep this way, perpendicular to the truck, to the camper.
That's awesome.
So
That's awesome. And I like how it does give you a little bit of room to, you know, get down, and you have this little storage, you know, you got little steps right here. You know,
Yep.
it's not like you need to have a ladder in here to get up into it.
right,
You
right.
have, you know, and I know that was you custom picked all that stuff, right?
Yeah, four-wheel campers is pretty versatile as to what you want. Obviously, this is very simplistic, actually. As just besides the front dinette, if it wasn't a front dinette, it would just be this bench. This bench here would just keep going to the
Gotcha.
front,
Gotcha.
and it'd just be more storage space
Yeah.
essentially. But I wanted the front dinette because it turns into a bed,
Yeah.
and I have storage underneath where we're sitting. I have plenty of storage, and that's what I love about four-wheel campers is they design storage. They design it to where it can be livable, essentially, right? A lot of van life people like to live off their camper.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And this is, obviously this doesn't have the kitchen, the cooktop, the fridge.
right,
But, you know,
Shower,
that's
yeah.
the shower, that's more money, more weight.
right.
The refrigerator, that comes with the shore power cabinet that's taller in this corner, and with the furnace. They teamed up with Truma, and they have a pretty sick system. But for me, this was simplistic enough that me and my family can enjoy.
That's awesome, dude.
You know, so a lot of people ask me why I switched from a Topo Topper. I had the Topo Topper Badlander, which was a full pop-up.
Okay.
I got it just over a year ago. I pretty much had it for a full year. I loved it. I was really convinced that Topo Topper is built better than Go Fast, Super Pacific, a lot of the campers out there. It is just a stout design and camper.
Yeah.
All aluminum, all built and all bent and TIG welded in-house in Ventura. Seeing the campers being built from cradle to grave,
Absolutely.
it just blew my mind before I got mine, and that's what really made me want to go with Topo Toppers. And the owners, Tom and Katie, they're beautiful people. They have such a passion for what they do.
100%.
and I truly believe that Topo is at the top of the minimalist community for camping, for camp tops.
Absolutely.
It was great, but my family's expanding. It's getting bigger, and with our 2-year-old right now, and me and the wife sleeping in that Topo Topper, it was getting tight. So we enjoy getting out. My wife enjoys it. My son is 2 years old, just turned 2, and I want to get him out here. I want him to learn to love the outdoors.
Oh, absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
this was the move. And I chose the Raven because it's a slide-in, less dust intrusion. Everything's already built in here, and a lot of people like to build out
Right.
their interior of the camper, and so they get a Project M or something that's more buildable to their liking, which is great. I have a few
The Project
buddies.
M isn't a slide-in.
It's not a slide-in. It's just a topper like the Topo toppers.
Right,
It's
right.
a topper. It's
Yeah.
bolted to your bed rails.
Yep.
It's also not as wide as the Raven. The Raven and the Hawk, which are slide-in models, the Raven is for the short bed trucks, full size, and the Hawk is for full size long bed trucks.
Gotcha.
They're the same width, and they're wide enough to where a 6'3" person like me can sleep
Oh yeah.
perpendicular to the camper, which
That's
makes
crazy.
it insane.
Yeah.
So much room. I
Yeah.
mean, me and my family did our first trip a few weeks ago, and we slept that way, and my son had a ton of room towards the front of the camper.
Yeah. I mean, just here, hanging
yeah.
out. You have room for Mia.
It doesn't feel like you're in the back of a truck.
Exactly. No, it really doesn't. And the
Right.
fact that you have, a table right here, you can easily cook. Like you said, it folds down, and you
Yeah.
have another bed right here. I mean, you got like a little bunk bed.
Right.
I mean, if Mia didn't want to sleep on the floor, she could easily sleep up here. Or when Jax gets a little bit older and you and Jen want to sleep up there,
He can sleep
totally
down here.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I totally see why you went with the 4-wheel camper. This is an awesome unit.
Yeah.
Nice and insulated, and you still
Yep.
get the windows all around. You got your fan.
Yep.
Nice circulation. And Jose was saying you got AC in here too.
I don't have AC.
Okay.
I have a diesel heater
Oh,
that I
okay,
that I
diesel
run
heater.
to the camper.
Right.
When it does get cold, I run a diesel heater.
Nice.
4-wheel campers, like I think I mentioned, they do sell a heater system by Truma,
Okay.
which is a propane-driven heater, which has gotten better from what I see and seen in reviews. But that would have required me to spend more money on the shore power cabinet, and it would have added a significant amount of weight, because
Yeah.
then you're carrying 2 15-pound, I think, two 10 or 15-pound propane tanks.
Yeah. That's,
So more
adds
weight.
up.
So it just adds up.
Yeah.
And
I know that just you when we were driving up here, you got very nervous driving. I mean, you're in a Tundra, so fitting through some of those narrow canyons and the slots and everything. So I totally understand. You don't want to have it too heavy. With the type of wheeling that you do. If you're, if you're more of the laid back, kind of just going around and
pull up to a campsite.
Exactly. Or even
Yeah.
fire road kind of stuff where it's like, whatever, you don't need to worry about the weight bouncing around in the back, maybe go bigger. But for you, I think you chose 100% the right decision, keeping it as light as possible, but still versatile, utilizes every inch of this, the seating and the storage and,
Yep.
all of it. Yeah, I think this is awesome, dude.
Yeah, man, this is a complete game changer. Me and the wife are super happy. We have power. I have 170 amp hours of power. I have a power station to the side here. I can plug and charge my phone.
Everything.
It's got a fan. I still have to put solar panels on the roof. I got the Yakima tracks up on the roof. That was an option, so I got those so I can put solar panels. And
are you able to store like cases and gear
You
up there? Is
could.
it strong enough with the struts?
yeah,
and stuff?
you could. You just have to get higher weight rating struts,
Right.
gas struts, to be able to
Okay.
lift it, because
Yeah.
it could get heavy if you
Yeah.
put stuff up there.
Oh
right?
no, absolutely.
So, but other than that, man, I'm stoked. Like I
is
said,
nice,
this
dude.
is a complete game changer.
No, absolutely.
I'm enjoying it. It's my second trip out,
Nice.
and it feels surreal to
Yeah.
be in this and to have a setup like this. I'm
Yeah.
beyond blessed.
No,
So
that's-
I'm
massive.
hyped.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm hyped for you. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Thank you again for letting us,
Appreciate it. Yeah.
hop in here and tour the inside of the new 4-wheel camper and the outside.
Yeah, man.
I'm
Absolutely.
glad we did that.
Yeah.
Let's go hang out with Jose
Yes,
and
sir.
You want to make some dinner?
Yeah, buddy.
Let's do
I'm
it.
starting to get hungry.
All
Maybe crack
right.
some beers.
Heck yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you, Tony. That
Yeah,
was
buddy.
great. And Jose, thank you again. Thank you both for letting me do a walk around of both of your guys' rigs. They look dialed. And I'm always stoked to go off-roading and camping with you guys.
Dude,
so.
thanks for this, Scott, but I come bearing gifts. So go ahead and crack that for me. We're
Oh
at
my
camp. You know the
goodness.
rules of camp, dude.
Oh.
Come on. Quit breaking the rules.
Breaking rules.
Oh, Stone Cold Steve Austin
Yep.
style. Cheers,
All
buddy.
right.
All right. All right.
I got one
bud.
right here, brother.
Cheers.
Cheers, buddy.
Love you guys. All right. So, Jose, what are we cooking for dinner?
All right. So if you follow along with Scott and I for quite some time now, you guys know that exactly a year ago today, we were out camping for Scott's birthday up near Oregon. And Sam and I, we tried to be the great friends we are.
You
and
guys
make
are
them,
great friends. Sam, it was, go on.
So we decided to make chicken and dumplings that year on a cast iron in the fire, and it was cool for the gram, you know. So we went and tried. I would love to tell you that it was awesome and it tasted great, but it was an epic fail. So we ended
It
up.
wasn't complete epic fail because it's some good memories. That's the best part. How did our chicken and dumplings turn out?
They look really good.
Oh, that's perfectly cooked.
I think that chicken's well done.
I think that's that's good. Look at this. Look at that dumpling.
Gosh.
Sheesh.
Oh my god.
Frito boats it is, boys.
Oh my god.
It smelled good for all of 5 seconds until it got eviscerated and turned into coal.
Right.
And then the coolest story about this all is Thanksgiving chicken and dumplings. Oh no, we had Frito boats. So we had Frito boats for dinner, and they equally smacked. So
Yep.
yeah.
So we're doing Frito boats tonight.
Here we are again. A year around the sun. Scott's birthday weekend again. We're gonna do chicken and dumplings on the Blackstone this go around. We're taking out the elements of the cast iron and the fire, and we're making a little more fail proof. So
Nice.
that's the goals
I love
tonight.
it.
I love it. Well, thank you guys, and
Yeah,
Sam,
man.
I'm looking forward to some chicken and dumplings tonight. Love you guys.
Love you too,
Cheers,
buddy.
boys.
Yeah,
Enough
cheers,
of
boys.
the recording. Let's hang out.
Let's hang out.
All right. Hey guys, thanks for joining me on this adventure. If you're enjoying this video, please do me a huge favor and hit that like button. And while you're at it, be sure to subscribe. If you want more info about the truck build or to grab some exclusive discount codes for some outdoor gear, or maybe you want to pick up some Horizon Bound merch, well, head over to behorizonbound.com. And for some daily inspiration, be sure to follow me on Instagram at behorizonbound. All right, guys, let's get back to exploring.
Who's hungry? You hungry, girlie? Stay. 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 Okay.
Good morning. And it is a beautiful morning. Got the sun coming up over the hill right now. Getting a little bit warmer. It got pretty cold last night. Not too bad, but definitely colder than the first night and definitely way more windier. But overall, not too bad. Not too bad. Got to see the Milky Way right above us. Not the galactic center. It's not the time of the season for that. By now, it's kind of, below the horizon, but you could still see the tail just kind of up over the ridge right there, and it looked phenomenal. I love getting out into, especially the deserts. You can go pretty much wherever it's dark, but you get out into the deserts of Southern California, Anza Borrego, Joshua Tree, Death Valley, especially Death Valley, and get away from the night, the city lights, and you can see some amazing stars. So that was really cool. Really cool night. Hung out around the campfire, relived memories and, shared stories about past camping trips. It was a good night, and got to enjoy some really good chicken and dumplings. Sam, Jose, you guys killed it. Such a good dinner last night. Definitely made up for the last time we tried. But yeah, no, great dinner, great night hanging out. Now I'm gonna go make myself some coffee, probably hang out around the campsite for a little bit, and then we're gonna roll out. So yeah.
After a fun night of enjoying some whiskey around the campfire, the group decided to sleep in a little later than the previous night. Once everyone was awake, we all agreed that rather than spending the time making breakfast, we should instead get back on the trail and head out. That way we could make a stop at In-N-Out for lunch. A nice double-double with fries and a vanilla milkshake was sounding pretty good right about now, so we packed up and hit the dirt.
Alrighty guys, so we are back at the trailhead. That is a wrap on our adventure in Anza Borrego. We had a blast, perfect weather. Honestly, I think it was maybe high of like 70 or so. It's getting a little windy right now, nothing too crazy. But yeah, just all around awesome adventure. Really cool, having Jose get the 4th gen out, get it nice and dirty. And then Tony get to play around with his new 4-wheel camper, and me with my new, Mickey Thompson and the Method 708 wheels. Yeah, just an awesome trip. Really good food. Sam made some really good food. I don't know if you can see her back there. Chicken and dumplings were on fire. And then obviously Jose with his breakfast burritos, and Tony with his, just such good food, such good food. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please do me a huge favor, hit that like button and hit subscribe if you want to see more adventure videos like this, or review videos, install videos, comparison videos, any of that stuff. Hit the subscribe button, and while you're at it, click the bell icon so you can be notified when I drop my next video. Orale, wey. What's up, fool?
Dude?
You have fun?
Dude, I had a blast.
It was great. It was great.
One of the coolest trips I've been on in a long time.
the freaking views, the weather, everything was absolutely insane. The food was
Food.
phenomenal.
I was just saying the food was amazing.
Oh,
You,
dude.
Sam, the chicken dumplings, your breakfast burritos, Tony's food, so good, man. I had a blast. I know
dude,
we're
thanks
I know
for
we're
having
having
us.
oh yeah, dude. I know we're having some issues, you know, Tony with his suspension and it sounds like he recently just fried his wiring for his air compressor. So he's using my air compressor to air up right now, but I mean, aside from some small little setbacks,
Yeah, nothing
awesome
too
trip.
crazy.
Awesome trip.
That's why we come out here, though, right?
Exactly.
Testing products, seeing what
Exactly.
fails, seeing what we need to repair, and then
Yep.
what we need to put on a firm next.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Sponsored by a firm. All right, guys. Well, I hope you had a great time. Oh, it's still following you. Look at that. It loves you. It loves you, Jose. All right. Well, like I said, I hope you guys had a great, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the horizon.